After you've gotten most of your white gassy stuff off of your beans, go ahead and let them boil down for a little bit longer, just so you can kind of soften them up before we get ready to add all of our ingredients. While you have all of your beans boiling, you want to go ahead and put your smoked meats, tasso sausage, smoked turkey necks, whatever type of smoked meat you like, in a pot with some hot water, and go ahead and start boiling it on the side. That's important. I'll explain later why we boil it on the side. Okie dokie, so the first thing you want to do is you want to cut your pot on with the water that was in it that you used to soak the beans in. You'll notice you'll get this white foamy type stuff. If you ever wondered why you have gas when you after eating beans, this is why. It's because people don't pour off this first set of water with all of this gassy stuff off of your beans, so you won't have gas when you are after you eat beans. And so with that water that you soaked your beans in, you want to cut your fire on, but then you also want to get a spoon, and you want to get something to put this stuff in, and we're going to take all this gassy stuff out of this pot. So let me turn my fire up so it can come up a little higher. And so you just start scooping. Come over here, Aaron. You start scooping all this gunk out of your pot to get all your gas off of your beans. Now, we will eventually pour all of this water out, but I'm gonna just go ahead and stir this up so I can make sure all of this gassy stuff comes to the top. I don't even know what you call this stuff. We'll call it residue. So let me turn my fire up so it can start to build up again, and then we'll come back when it. Once you have strained and drained your beans, you want to season to your liking. I use Season All by Martin, just some garlic powder and some cayenne pepper. I like to put the cayenne pepper first so I can kind of see, so I can control, because you don't need a whole lot of cayenne pepper. That's plenty. Now I'm going to take my seasoning all and season to my liking. All right, enough of that. And then lastly, we're going to hit it with some garlic powder. By the way, this is 2 pounds of beans, 1 pound, oh crap, 1 pound of the large lima beans, and 1 pound of the green baby lima beans mixed. All right, remember I said there's a reason we boil all of our turkey necks and smoked meat on the side. Here is the reason. And so once all of your smoked meat juices have all infused together, you got all of that good stuff, that smoke, that flavor from your smoked meat, your tasso, and your sausage. Once you have that boiled down and it's tender, you're gonna take that pot and dump it straight into, oh my God, oh Jesus, Lord have mercy. Straight into your pot with your beans, all of that goodness. Look at that. Ooh, Jesus, Lord help you, boy. All right, give me a second. smoked meat with all of our juices and flavor in our beans, we're now going to add our confluence of yellow onion, red, purple onion, celery, garlic, and bell pepper. We're going to do it as mush. Put our mush in here. Let it get all of those juices off of that. The reason we put all of our vegetables in a food processor is because when it extracts all of that juice from your onions and your bell pepper and your celery, that's where your real flavor comes from. It's the extraction of all of that. And so now that we have everything in our pot, we're just gonna cover it all with water and let it simmer down, and it will be done. All right, now we're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of white sugar. That's because lima beans, the large ones, are kind of bitter. And so this is gonna help with that bitter taste. Once our beans with everything in it have been on for approximately 20 minutes, we're gonna add now our can of Rotel Original. And so I just dump this right here in the middle. Lift it right up and I just let that sit. I don't touch it. All right, we'll be back in with the secret sauce, and then these puppies will be done. And now to the secret weapon. It's our smoky maple bacon. It's 2 slices that I chop up and I put in a pot on the side and I fry it down, and then I take that pot once it's all fried down and I drop it all, and oof, look at that. That is where that flavor comes from that knocks you off your feet with any pot of the dry beans that I cook. So that's the secret weapon, y'all. It's the smoky maple bacon. Grease, 2 slices, fried down and put into our pot. And so now we're just gonna give it a twirl. And this puppy is almost done. Woo-wee. In fact, look at this. Lord, have mercy. Beautiful. We have a beautiful consistency on our stock. Check that out. All right. And it is soup. That is King Arthur's baby lima beans.